Hulk! Smash!
Hey Beavercap, think you could review this thing for us?
Yeah, sure.
I'm his Beavercap and his ticker towel. Let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays. Aficionados Chris. It's a guilty pleasure. Aficionados Chris. It's a comfort measure. Aficionados shines the lights, shows the camera, smile for the world in panorama. He likes to impersonate Walk-On.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the latest in the Disney Marvel animated ventures. We've recently had the brand new TV shows, such as Avengers Assemble, the new Spider-Man cartoon, and obviously the Phineas and Ferb Mission Marvel crossover spectacle that I actually reviewed a while back. And now they're sort of taking the DC route and doing direct-to-video animated features. Marvel did that before with Lionsgate, with the Ultimate Avengers movies, which I saw many, many years ago when I was a kid. I remember enjoying them, and they seem to be trying to emulate the success that DC's had with their direct-to-video animated features. And to start with, they have released Iron Man and Hulk, Heroes United, which is the first in possibly a planned series of animated Marvel adventures. A lot of fans and people who are probably keeping up to date on things like this will probably remember that this movie was sort of supposed to come out during the Avengers hype last year, and it's safe to say it's a little late in the game. The Avengers hype has sort of died down a bit, and it's only gonna come back up again when Avengers Age of Ultron comes out. But I digress. Let's focus on the topic at hand, which is Iron Man and Hulk Heroes United. A lot of early reviews that I've seen are sort of mixed to negative. A lot of people's criticisms seem to be geared towards the voice acting on Iron Man's side and the choice of art, which, doing a cel-shaded animation style, kind of similar to Zelda's Wind Waker, and this is obviously to make it emulate the look of a comic book. I didn't have a real problem with it. I thought it worked well for a film like this, and here's the main difference I've always viewed with DC films and Marvel films, both animated and live action in general, is I've always sort of preferred Marvel movies because I feel a comic book movie shouldn't always be a deep, dark, brooding story. I mean, it works in certain cases, like obviously with Batman. I mean, it works very well there. And as I understand, it didn't work very well with Man of Steel, and I haven't even seen that one yet. But I've always loved that with Marvel's movies, they sort of keep the fun attitude, because comic book movies should really just focus on the fun element, the entertainment value. It shouldn't always be about a deep, dark story with somebody's past and tragedies and things like that. The comic book movies were just meant to be fun, because comic books, when they started, were just fun. And I've always loved that Marvel sort of, kept that element in their movies and their animated series and such. And overall, I really enjoyed the movie. It's not great by any means. It's definitely nowhere near the quality of the Avengers or even Iron Man 3 or Thor the Dark World. Or I actually wouldn't even say it's as good as Mission Marvel, honestly, but it was still a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching it, and that's really the important thing when I'm watching a movie based on a Marvel property, is that I should be having fun when watching. I shouldn't be bored, I shouldn't be depressed. I should just be having fun. And personally, I had a lot of fun watching this movie, and I know there's going to be a lot of people that will view it and will probably be a little disappointed with it, and I completely understand. Because again, it's not the greatest movie in the world, but I don't think it's completely horrible either. And back to the criticisms, the main one seems to be for the voice actor of Iron Man. A lot of people seem to have said that he's sort of inconsistent with the role. Personally, I didn't think he was all bad. I mean, yeah, he's no Robert Downey Jr., but, clearly Robert Downey Jr. couldn't do the film. Probably they couldn't afford him, would be the honest answer. And with the Hulk's case, I've always really liked Fred Tatasciore as Hulk. He's been playing Hulk for couple of years now. He played him in Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. He played him in Mission Marvel. I think he's just really fit for that character. He's like the most perfect as far as the animated adaptations. He's just as good as Steve Bloom as Wolverine. I'm actually going that far. I really think Fred Tatasciore is that good as the Hulk. And again, emphasize, it's just a fun movie. Kid fans of Marvel and the Avengers are really going to like it, I believe. I'm sure there's going to be some comic book fans that can, kind of put their nerd rage aside and just kind of view it for what it is and enjoy it for what it is. I really did. And I will completely understand if there's people out there that don't like it as much as I do. Obviously, let's get to the important parts, which is the Blu-ray and audio quality. Since this was made with HD in mind, you know, it looks very, very good. It looks exactly how it should. It's very solid picture quality. The audio is very good, especially when they have fight scenes. It sounds really, really good. Bonus features are they're just okay. There's nothing grand or special. There's a couple featurettes, and that's really it. There was a weird thing is that if you pause the movie, they play clips of the old Marvel cartoons, I believe from like the 60s, and it's got like a new dub track. It's sort of like a riff track of sorts. I thought that was really bizarre, and I guess that would imply that I believe Disney probably now owns the rights to those original cartoons. So, you know, hey, it would be nice if Disney were to, you know, re-release those on DVD, because as a comic book nerd and completist, I'd like to get a hold of those, including the Spider-Man 67 cartoon. That'd be nice to get re-released, because I believe that's out of print. But overall, I'd say I'd recommend it, but I'd only recommend it to, like, I'd say younger fans of Marvel, just the new fans in general, the young child fans. I wouldn't highly recommend it to hardcore fans of Marvel or things like that. It's not, again, I emphasize, it's not that great a movie. I'd say rent it, check it out if you can. Maybe if it's on Netflix one day, I'd say give it a watch and make your final decision. The only complaints I'd really have about the movie, I was sort of disappointed that Stan Lee didn't make his trademark cameo in this movie. It was kind of a long shot, because, you know, I don't think he really made cameos in previous animated films that they did back with the Lionsgate years. But it would have been nice to sort of have him in there somewhere. I will say, in traditional Marvel fashion, stay after the credits, because there is a little nice surprise. I will dare not spoil, but it does imply that they're probably going to make this a series, that there's going to be more films in this franchise. And from what they did in the stinger at the end, I'm really hoping that this continues, and I hope this sells enough copies to see the series continue, because I'd really like to see where they go with this. It could be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's really all I'd have to say about Iron Man and Hulk Heroes United. I really enjoyed it. I'd recommend it for young fans. I wouldn't highly recommend it to adult fans, but I'd still say at least rent it. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'd like to give a very, very special thanks to my friends AntonyC, who did Iron Man, and Skeleton King 1234 for playing Hulk for the beginning intro, and I'd also like to give a very special thanks to my friend TomVeliotis for the visual effects help. He did a great job. Thank you so much, guys. You guys helped so much. That came out great. Thank you so much. That's really all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.